Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jersey Zone. So yesterday, the Montreal Canadiens released 3 new vintage sweaters to go into their Heritage Collection series. So if you guys do not remember, I think it was around this time last year, Tricolor Sports, the official shop of the Montreal Canadiens, released a new Heritage Collection series is what they called it, and they had 6 sweaters in there. I think there were some socks and toques as well, but I basically covered the sweaters in a video last year. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the cards up above there. Some of the sweaters that were included in that series is this sweater that I'm wearing right here, so the green leaf, a barber pole sweater, that is the jersey version, I don't have the sweater version, and then the blue sea that I showed in my video yesterday. So I have 2 of the 6 sweaters. You can tell that I like that series quite a bit. I actually really enjoy these sweaters a lot. They're super comfortable, but yeah, yesterday they released 3 new ones, and I'm very excited about them. They are very interesting. So before we do take a look at them, if you guys are new to the channel and you like hockey jersey content or hockey sweater content, please make sure to hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. All right, our first one here is the 1911 to 1912 sweater. And this one I actually do like a lot because it kind of reminds me of the Burger King jersey right behind me. It has that sash going down the middle there and then the logo off to the left. Like, it's kind of what that Burger King jersey is like. So it's fun. Like, I really like this one a lot. I mean, obviously the off-white being the main color, I always like that, and the red and the blue also look really nice. But yeah, there's not really like a ton going on outside of that sash. Like, it is kind of the main looking point, I would say. But I never knew the Canadiens actually did a design like this. I really thought the Burger King was its own separate thing that no team has really done before. Obviously that's not the case because apparently the Canadiens did it like 85 years beforehand. So yeah, it was really interesting to learn that. But at the same time, like, it's probably a good thing that it took almost 80, or I guess it would have been over 85 years for that design to kind of come back, because it's not a great looking one. Like, I do like this sweater, and I also love the Burger King jersey, but yeah, I don't think it's a design that should come back very often. Once every 85 years or so is fine. Like, that's definitely okay. But we can move on to a closer up image of the logo here. And when I was actually pulling up these pictures, I saw the C, and I was like, where have I seen that C before? I know I've seen it somewhere. And then I looked down my viewing monitor, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. Like, I'm literally wearing 2 different versions of the C on my sweater and on my hat. And I was like, I don't know how I didn't know that. Like, what is going on, man? Like, afterwards, I even looked it up if they ever used the C in any of their other logos. And no, it's just this sweater and the sweater that I'm wearing, which is the previous year's sweater. Like, this is the 1910 to 1911, and this sweater is the 1911 to 1912. So basically, it was just those 2 years that they used the C, and I just happened to wear this sweater. Like, I was actually kind of deciding in between the blue one and this one, and I just went with this one because I didn't show it in my video yesterday. So yeah, I kind of just got lucky, I guess. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. With the logo here, I do like it. Like, I think the stylization of the C and everything like that looks pretty good. It is a cool looking logo. Let's go on to our last picture here, which is Slavkovsky. Yeah, that's Slavkovsky wearing the sweater, and it looks really good. Honestly, I actually like this sweater quite a bit. It's one that I would like to get. Like, honestly, like, I definitely would like to get this sweater because it's cool. It's unique. It's something different. Next, we have their 1924 to 1925 sweater. I love this one, man. I think it is so funny. So if you guys don't know the backstory behind the globe on the front, well, they won the 1924 Stanley Cup, meaning that they were world champions. So they put the globe on the front the next year. They were just putting the globe on the front to say, screw you guys. We won the Stanley Cup. We're the world champions. And I love that. Like, it's just such a show-offy thing, and like, you can't get away with that now. There's no shot you can get away with that, but I guess you got away with it in 1924, and it's just great. Like, I really do like that a lot, and I'm glad they're using this sweater here, or they're bringing it back, because, you know, there's no way that you can get that 1924 sweater, so the fact that you can get it here, I think that's a ton of fun. I'm pretty sure the only time that the Montreal Canadiens have kind of thrown back to this jersey is with their 2016 Winter Classic jersey, where they did have the globe on the sleeves there, so it was kind of a throwback to this one here, but, you know, obviously a little bit different. But yeah, really do like the globe on the front, and we can even take a closer look here. And another reason why I like this one so much is because if you take a look at those continents, that's not really how they look. Like, it's close, it's not bad, but it looks like someone was just like freestyling, you know, with no picture in front of them. They were just doing it by hand, and this is what they got, and I really like that a lot. Now, I'm assuming that this is just because, like, that's how it was based in 1924. Like, that's how the jersey, or at least the logo, looked in 1924. I'm sure they could have done a better job now, but they just wanted it to be accurate to 1924. And, you know, obviously 1924, they couldn't just pull up a picture on Google of the continents and everything like that. So obviously, like, I understand why it doesn't really look perfect, but it's just kind of funny, like, that it just doesn't look exactly like it's supposed to. I just think it gives it a ton of character, and I really do like it a lot. We can go on to our next picture here, and we can see that it has the Montreal Canadiens logo on the sleeve, obviously the older style Montreal Canadiens logo, where the C is kind of like opened up and it's not closed like it is nowadays. And then we can move on to our next photo, which is just a picture picture of the toque, and it has the globe on the front as well. I don't know if I really love the toque with the sweater here. We can move on to our last one. This is Matheson, I believe. He's our model here for the sweater and toque. And yeah, I just don't know if I like the fact that the toque is that off-white where the main color of the sweater is red. It just, I don't know. I don't think it looks perfect together. I would have preferred a red toque. I think that would have worked a little bit better. That being said, though, I really, really like this sweater a lot. I think I need to get this one like right away. Like I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I kind of want to hold off until maybe after Christmas or something like that, maybe into the new year. But overall, I just really like this one a lot. I'm very, very glad that they brought it back in a heritage sweater form because it's just so goofy and so wild and so just cocky as well. I absolutely love this thing. And the last one that we have here is their 1947 to 1948 sweater. This one is kind of like one in their last drop where I think it was their 1951 sweater that they released previously. That one was very, very close to their current home jersey, and this one here is very, very close to their current away. Obviously, there are some main differences, like the collar there, it's off-white instead of like the current white that the Canadiens use, and that logo is slightly different. I think it's a little bit fatter here than the current Canadiens logo, which I think is a little bit slimmer, but it's mostly the same. It's very, very similar. So it's not like it's a bad sweater or anything like that, but it is just a little bit boring because it's so similar to the current Canadiens jerseys. We can take a look at the next picture here, just a close-up image of the logo, and like it looks good. And our last picture here is Kirby Dach wearing the sweater. So like actually I think on Kirby Dach here it does look a lot better than those previous photos that we were looking at, but still overall I don't know, like it's just a little bit more bland than the previous ones, I guess I would say, because it's not that crazy design like the 1910s and like, you know, the 1920s. It's a 1947 one where the Canadiens kind of started getting into the groove of not really changing their jerseys a whole lot. So if I had to do an overall ranking of all of these sweaters, and by the way, they do only have the one toque for that 1924-1925 year. They don't have a new toque for the other two, which is a little bit unfortunate. But anyways, if I had to rank them, the first one would definitely be the 1924 to 1925. I love that globe on the front. It's just so great. I really, really like it a lot. Then I would do the 1911 to 1912. Like I mentioned, I like that sash. It's very, very fun. It's stupid. Doesn't look great, honestly, but it's very unique, that is for sure. And then the last one I would say is the 1947 to 1948 one. It's just the current Canadiens away. That's kind of what it is, honestly. It's just so similar to that it doesn't really do a whole lot for me. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Heritage Collection sweaters, whatever you want to call them. I like them. I really do like them a lot. I would absolutely love to see more of the original 6 teams do something like this, because like if the Leafs did a sweater collection, oh my god, I would buy all of them like instantly. I feel like, especially those Toronto St. Pat's ones, like I'm just imagining them and oh my god, I want one so bad. So yeah, I would love to see more of the original 6 teams do this, like Toronto, Boston, you know, with the Rangers and everything like that. I don't know, it's a little bit more boring. Detroit though would be really fun with like the Cougars and everything like that. So yeah, I would love to see more teams do something like this, but for now, I really like what the Canadiens have done here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on all of my social medias. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.